The world is appearances. Just look and see. Look into your visual field. What do you see? Do you see appearances, or do you see a world? Where do you see the external? Do you see it in the forms and colors and shapes? Or do you see it in the mind? Where does out there exist? Only inside a thought. Where does in here exist? Only inside a thought. So this world of appearances is not a world. It's mere appearance. And this appearance doesn't appear on a screen somewhere. It doesn't appear out there in front. It doesn't appear inside. If you look closely, with alertness, without expectation, without prior knowledge, especially spiritual knowledge, you'll see something pretty amazing. That there is no seeing and no seer. But that doesn't mean there's nothing here. It's not nothingness. It's not bare awareness. What is that visual experience right now? On its own. However it is, wherever it is. It's illuminating, self-illuminating. And that illumination is the world. It's the world we extrapolate. So there's only illumination. It's warm. You're in contact with it. In fact, there's so much contact that there's no boundary between illumination or the radiant experience of what we call the visual and the body, the sensation of the body, the proprioception of the body are completely consumed by this radiance. So we're out of the business of location. We're out of the business of how does that relate to me, or where is that in relation to me? Even in the fundamental thought processes, it's unnecessary. Location really only exists in the mind. Solid body, solid object of perception only exist in the mind. Just let the appearance demonstrate its own clarity, its own pristineness, its own radiance. This radiance is complete, full combustion, nothing is left out. And it's completely empty of any abiding nature. It has no structure. It has no underlying essence. Because structure and underlying essence are thoughts. This is so real, there's nothing to think about it. It's so primary that nothing can step back from it. So it's intimate, beyond description. So don't overlook the sense fields. Don't convince yourself there's some imaginary soup called awareness and that there's nothing in awareness. That's a trap. It's a misunderstanding because awareness is a thought. You don't see awareness. There's only seeing. There's seeing doing the seeing. There's no room for awareness. There's no room for perception. There's no room for a receiver. There's no room for a perceptual faculty. All of that is added by the mind. Even to say it's an overlay is saying too much, because there's nothing really that can be overlaid. There's just attention bouncing around in consciousness, constructing what feels like a self and a world and thoughts and relationships. But even that, the consciousness itself is just the radiant nature, radiant appearance. It has the capacity to reflect, but it only reflects itself. And when we believe that reflection, we believe in a self that's apart from the world. But the moment that chain is broken, we don't believe in the reflection anymore, or we don't believe it reflects anything. This is so beautifully illustrated by Dogen's writing. When one side is illuminated, the other side is dark. Vivid appearance with no substance, no substrate, no background, no foreground. No need for anything. No direction, but no attachment to stillness either. There are no adjectives that work here, no descriptions that work here, and yet you absolutely have access to that right now. Just what is seen, radiant seeing, not performed by someone or a faculty, just radiant seeing. Just stop there.